To stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Turbo one high.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And out across midfield down to the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man downfield is Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 45 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with the touchdown.
Yes, you're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that on the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. That's caught once again by Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Prescott yet again. Ball delivered complete on the crossing route, Gallup. Touchdown! Michael Gallup from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. On first down, Tagovailoa. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Tua going to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they've got a good chance of getting points out of this. They start in the red zone on first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. In motion left goes Cooks. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Pollard. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. 7-6, the final score in a tight one. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Mike Evans, a touchdown reception. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. Now they'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odighizuwa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Prescott to throw it. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Mostert running right to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 21. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
4th down. Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's to the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Dolphins offense returning to the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They fake the handoff. Now Tua
Hit and the ball is out.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All right, come on.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Come on, dude. Let's go.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On play action, here's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
There he goes, left side. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 13.
127 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Ball start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And some room. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway.
He's on his way. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Tua. Once again, it's Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 7. A minute 50 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Now Prescott.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now Dak. That's complete to Lamb.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
To throw, Prescott. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. Here's Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's Dak.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. Prescott to throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Here's Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Now Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. One last shot now for Prescott. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll try and run it in. And he is in. The call works, and they have won the football game. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Charles, they went for 2, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yep.
That mythical book says, kick it, get to overtime, you're covered. If you don't and you go for 2 and you don't get it, your job could be in jeopardy. But sometimes people just know